I think we always just have the mindset of just like always wanting to have fun and just like being grateful to be there. Like I guess every year, I guess for me as I get older, like I feel a lot more grateful to be there, especially like there's only 4 teams that are there. There's only 4 teams that are left playing in their college lacrosse season right now. And like we're one of those 4 teams. So I just feel really grateful. And I feel like a lot of this team hasn't really been able to like play in May or even play in like the Final Four. So like makes me feel even more grateful and like excited for the opportunity to play with all of them. So I'm just super excited.
A super familiar opponent that you know is just as good as you guys are. What is the mentality of facing BC this year?
I think just focusing on ourselves, I think, is going to be the biggest thing, especially when you get into big games like that. When you're just like playing and focusing on each other and like playing for the person next to you, I think that's when you're the most successful. And just super excited to just go to Boston and play in Gillette Stadium. I think it's going to be an awesome experience.
How do you prepare for that environment? You know, an NFL stadium.
Yeah.
right next door. How have you guys been preparing for that?
Yeah, like I said, just like keeping the focus on ourselves and just like trying to get better every single day, not just physically, but like mentally with like our mindsets too going into it. It's anyone's game on any given day, and we know that, and we're excited for that, and we just can't wait to go down there today.
So you guys obviously played Boston College earlier on in the season and lost. How do you think the team has improved from that game, and what do you think you're looking to learn from when it comes to that result?
Yeah, I think the best part of like our season is that like we're not the same team we were on our first game, and even in the first couple games, like we're a completely different team, and we've gotten so much better, like mentally and physically, just like all over the field. I feel like we've really improved since February when our season started. So I'm just really excited to just like go out there and show everyone what Northwestern lacrosse is all about.
Maddie, with how dominant you've been so far in the postseason, are you feeling any added pressure from defenses potentially double, triple teaming you going forward?
No, I'm super excited, honestly. This is like the best month of the year for college lacrosse, so I'm just super excited for that. And my teammates do such a great job of like helping me out on the field every day, and they make me a better player every day, so I'm super excited.
When you guys played BC last February, 7 new players, like 1 freshman, 6 transfers in the starting lineup. How do you think that you guys have been able to have better cohesion, more chemistry as the season's gone on?
Yeah, like you just said, like I think from that game we've definitely have had better cohesion and just like all around like team offense. It's just been a lot better, and we're not the same team as we were in February, and I think that's like the most exciting part heading into this weekend is just like show everyone what we're all about and that we've improved and that we're better and that we're just like dominant all over the field.
Sam, you guys have been to the Final Four every year of late. What is the mindset of this group right now heading to the biggest game of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's always an amazing opportunity to go to the Final Four, and I'm so grateful that for all my 4 years here we've been there. I just think we just are focusing on playing our best, being our best, whether that leads to a win or a loss. We're really focusing on ourselves and just going out there and doing everything we can.
Such a familiar opponent in BC. What makes them so challenging, especially this time of year?
Yeah, I mean, they're just a great team of really hard workers, and I think that they just have so many assets to them, but I enjoy a challenge. Our team enjoys a challenge, and these are the best games, and we love to play them.
How are you preparing for the environment on Friday? You know, Gillette Stadium, pro football field, BC right next door, home field advantage. What kind of is the mindset this team has as you prepare for that challenge?
Yeah, I think we're really excited. It's going to be a really cool opportunity to play in such a great stage, but I think we're really just focusing on ourselves, really locking in on what we know we have to do, just like any other game.
What have the biggest points of emphasis been for this team in those few days leading up?
Yeah, I think just honing in on gratitude and just knowing that not everyone gets to be where we are, and just making sure that we're staying focused and focusing on ourselves and understanding that these games are like once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
Any more questions?
Sam, in the last game against Boston College, Northwestern lost despite winning the draw battle. How are you going to make sure that those possessions that you guys get convert into better results this time around?
Yeah, I think we're a lot different team than we were in February. Obviously, we have grown a lot, both with like culture, cohesion, and lacrosse skill. I mean, every day we come out here and we work to get better. So I think that when we go out there, BC will be seeing a different team, and I think it'll be a great game.
Both Sam and Maddie said that they feel like you're a much better team heading into this matchup with BC than before. Do you agree? I think you agree. And in what ways do you see that coming out?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that we played them very early, and we had a very new team at that point. And so I really feel like at this point in the season, we've matured. Obviously, they have as well, but I feel like our team is very focused and excited and ready to compete.
Does it feel different than years past? Is each team unique?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Each team has its own identity. This group has been fantastic to work with. They're just really coachable, hardworking, and really just believe in what we can do as a group.
Coach, last time you guys played, six transfers of freshmen in the starting lineup. Have you seen this group really mature as the season's gone on and become more of a team unit since that last matchup with BC?
Absolutely. I think, the first years they've really improved quite a lot, kind of gotten more acquainted of what it's like to play at this level. And our transfers, I think, have just a lot more confidence in their ability to lead, make plays. Anytime you come in from somewhere else, it takes a little time to get acquainted. So I think they're all assimilating very well, and as are some of the other players that have stepped in and made an impact for us.
You held Clark to 2 of 10 shooting earlier in the year. What was going right for the defense that day, and how are you trying to emulate that again next time?
I think obviously Clark is a phenomenal player, but we have to play great team defense, and we have to focus in on everyone because they have a lot of threats, and we're just going to do our best to try to play together and play team defense.
Such a unique venue to be playing in an NFL stadium. How do you prepare them for that, just the unknown of what that would feel like?
Well, I think having experience in the Final Four is a positive. But yeah, I mean, playing at Gillette is just a really special thing. I think we have some New Englanders on the team that, have been to football games there, and, it's just a really cool thing. But when you boil it down, it's just us. We're together, and we're in a different venue, and we're trying to fight as hard as we can for each other and for Northwestern University.
What's it like for you, being from Boston, that area, to be able to play a game on your home turf?
Yeah, it's really special to go back home and, have people come out and support. The last time it was at Foxborough, we didn't make it, so that was a bit disappointing, but just really thrilled and grateful to be there this time around and give it our best effort.
How big of a role do you think that venue plays? It's in Evanston next year, it's in Foxborough this year. Do you feel like you're at a disadvantage in that case, being that it's kind of a home game for BC?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to have a lot of fans. They're going to have a lot of support, and we just have to be ready for that mentally and not let that beat us down, and just continue to go out there and compete and, try to, as much as we can, to make the little plays and enjoy every second.
Any more questions?
Coach, obviously Northwestern women's golf in the national championship today, and you guys obviously have been to so many championship weekends. How does having another program in that same situation this week sort of push this Northwestern team?
Yeah, it's incredible. The job that Emily, Beth, and Pat Goss have done with the women's golf program has just been amazing. Emily's a really, truly special person, and to watch them last night and to be able to kind of cheer them on, although I was a little bit annoyed because there wasn't much coverage of Northwestern on the broadcast, but it was just really cool to see them come through in the pressure situation on the West Coast, and I'm excited. I'm pulling for them today.
Last year, a lot of athletes came
Yeah, I mean, I think we do have a lot of alums in the New England area, so we hope that they'll come out and just people making the trip. We hope we'll have a good following, and it does mean a ton. Every single person that comes out and pours their heart into our program just gives us that extra charge to want to play well.
Coach, you were 1 seed the past 2 seasons going in. Does it feel any different this year, being kind of an underdog going in?
Yeah, I think it is a little bit different, especially last year. You know, having being like the defending champs. I think there's definitely like less attention on us, and probably a lot more people overlooking us. So, you know, that's a great thing, and we're just gonna go out there and kind of try to prove with each minute of the game who we are and how we can compete.